Hello friends, I'm George, the nice smelling gentleman. Welcome back to the channel guys, I hope that all of you are doing well. Today I'm going to talk about two superb offerings from the brand of F.A. Paris, which is a sub-brand of Fragrance World. In one hand I have Royal Blend, which is a fragrance that's very heavily inspired by Kilian's Angel Share, and probably to date this is the best inspiration of Angel Share that I've tried. And the other one is called Royal Blend Nero, and this one is inspired by Sava from Giza. If you're not familiar with the original scent, just like me, you can think of this one as also being inspired by Lattafa Khamrah. Let's start by taking a look at the OG Royal Blend. First, the fragrance comes packaged in this very luxuriously, very sturdy, very nice looking and feeling box. On the front you got the name of the fragrance, Royal Blend. Again, the name of the fragrance. On the back there's the French Avenue information. You get the information about the concentration, which is extrait de parfum, the highest possible concentration, 100 milliliter bottle size. You get some branding on the top. On the back you get the sticker of authenticity, and on the bottom there's a production date which is stamped on, and it says March of 2024, so a pretty recent bottle. Once you open up the bottle like this is where the bottle sits, and you also get this nice leaflet inside which contains the note breakdown for both fragrances. In the case of Royal Blend, the note breakdown has the following notes: cognac, cinnamon and plum as top notes, middle notes cashmere and iris and myrrh, and the base notes are tonka bean, vanilla and santal. And when you take out the bottle, this is how the bottle looks. It has somewhat of a similar look to the OG Kilian's Angel Share bottle, but this one feels slimmer and taller. The cap is plastic, but it's a snug fit, you know, all around. The bottle has nice heft and the whole presentation is really nice. I'll show you the spray in action and then I'll tell you about the scent of Royal Blend from F.A. Paris. The spray is decent enough. It's not super powerful, but with both fragrances that I'm talking about today, you don't need that much juice out because both of them are really strong. And now onto the scent of a Royal Blend. It opens up very nice, sweet, boozy, with a nice amount of spiciness as well. Very similar to the original fragrance, you get a very strong and good quality cognac note. You get a nice amount of spicy cinnamon that doesn't feel overly spicy. You get a nice amount of sort of a dark fruity sweetness from the plum note. You get quite a lot of vanilla and tonka bean right from the get-go, right after you spray this fragrance, and a hint of woodiness. When this starts to go into the dry down, you lose some of the strength of the cognac note. The fragrance becomes a little bit more woodsy, also becomes a lot sweeter because the vanilla and the tonka bean sweetness starts to ramp up. You also get a hint of ambery sweetness on the dry down. Maybe it feels a hint powdery on the dry down because of the tonka bean, but all around it's a very sweet fragrance that has a nice amount of very nice balanced amount of spiciness and a nice balanced amount of booziness from that cognac note. All in all, a very nice, very high quality scent you get with Royal Blend from Fragrance World and F.A. Paris. When it comes to how close this fragrance is to the original scent, as I said in the opening, this is the closest inspiration fragrance of Kilian's Angel Share that I've tried up to date. It's almost spot on in the opening. In fact, may feel a little bit more boozy than the original fragrance. So far for me, the closest thing in the opening to the original scent was Kismet Angel from Lattafa Khamrah, but I think Royal Blend is even better and closer to the original fragrance, and in fact it may feel just a little bit more boozy than the original. On the dry down it gets super close, almost identical. Of course you're getting lesser quality compared to the original fragrance. The opening can feel a bit rough compared to the OG, but it's actually, considering the price point of this is really close and really nicely done. As I said, so far this is the best inspiration of Angel Share that I've tried. When it comes to performance, very strong fragrance. Initially when I got this, I was getting about 8 hours of performance with 2 hours of nice projection, but about 1 month later And after some maceration, this thing became even stronger. Nowadays I get about 9 hours of performance with over 2 hours of a very nice projection. So a very strong fragrance. When it comes to the price tag, I paid about 45 euros here in Europe to get this one, which is a little bit more pricey. Probably this is the most expensive inspiration of Angel Share that I have in my collection. And when it comes to versatility, a perfectly unisex fragrance that's definitely orientated more towards the colder months of the year and definitely more of a nighttime scent. And now let's talk about Raw Blend Nero, again from French Avenue. Package wise, presentation wise, very similar to the OG Raw Blend, although here you get a fully blacked out bottle. Apart from that, it's identical. Again, the name of the fragrance, Raw Blend Nero, French Avenue, extrait de parfum concentration, bottle size 100 milliliters, the same branding. The production date here is April of 2024, so a little bit newer bottle. Again, inside you get the same leaflet that contains the note breakdown. In the case of Raw Blend Nero, the note breakdown is the following: top notes bergamot, dates, nutmeg and apple, middle notes saffron, cinnamon, cashmere and dry oats, and the base notes are benzoin, vanilla, tonka beans, musk and akigala oud. And when you get to the bottle itself, exactly the same bottle design, but this again, the bottle here is blacked out just like the box itself. Cap is plastic, and this one has even snugger fit compared to the other one, but again super high quality when it comes to the packaging and presentation. Again, the sprayer in action, and then I'll tell you about the scent of this one. Another decent sprayer. Again, you don't need that much juice out, especially with Raw Blend Nero, because this is a very strong fragrance. And now onto the scent of Raw Blend Nero. It opens up a very sweet, also quite spicy. There's a hint of a boozy note in the opening in here, which is not listed. There's just a hint, and it lasts for a very short time. But the opening is very sweet, down to the vanilla, amber, dates and tonka bean sweetness that you get out of this fragrance. There's a nice amount of apple sweetness as well, a nice amount of cinnamon spiciness, which combined with the apple really gives this fragrance a sort of a festive holiday mood and vibe. It's slightly more spicy compared to the OG Raw Blend, and also it's a lot sweeter. It's in fact it's so sweet that almost comes across as a bitter smelling. I don't know if that's a right way to put it. I don't know if you've had this experience, but if you eat some dessert that's so sweet, sometimes it can come across a little bit feeling a little bit bitter, and that's the case with Raw Blend Nero. In order to enjoy this fragrance, you really need to like sweet fragrances, because this is super sweet. When it goes to the dry down, it becomes even sweeter, less spicy. You're introduced to some of the woodsy notes in this fragrance, and it becomes a little bit more woodsy, and it becomes even sweeter than the opening, and maybe a hint sort of on musky as well. All around a very sweet scent that's super powerful. When it comes to how close this is to the original fragrance that it's been inspired by, Sava from Giza, I've never tried the original, so I cannot tell you how close it is, but I can tell you that it is very similar to Lattafa Khamrah, the OG Khamrah, but this feels like a sweeter take on the Khamrah DNA. When it comes to performance, a very powerful fragrance, pretty much a beast mode performing scent that gives me over 10 hours of performance on skin with very loud projection in the first 2.5 up to 3 hours. It's a room filling type of scent, so very powerful scent. Price wise, exactly the same as the OG Raw Blend. I paid about 45 euros. And when it comes to versatility, again, another unisex fragrance that's very heavily orientated towards the cold weather months of the year, because of the amount of sweetness that this has, and definitely more of a nighttime scent. And at the end, a few final words about Raw Blend and Raw Blend Nero, both from FA Paris. First of all, I'll talk quickly about Raw Blend, and I'll give you a few reasons why you should check this one out, and one main reason why you should not check this one out. The main reason why you should not check this one out is if you already own a good inspiration of Kilian's Angel Share, then you don't really need Raw Blend, excuse me. It feels a little bit redundant in that case. But a few reasons why you should check this one out: if you already have an inspiration of Kilian's Angel Share, but you really like that scent profile and you're really looking for the best inspiration of Angel Share, then Raw Blend definitely deserves to be checked out. And the other main reason why you should check this one out, if you already if you don't already own a inspiration of Angel Share, then again I think this is probably one of the first inspirations that you should check out. Roll blend from FA Paris. It offers fantastic quality, very similar to the original fragrance scent wise, and has great performance. And a few words about Roll Blend Nero. Again, this one is inspired by a fragrance that I've never tried, so I cannot compare it to the original, but this also has very high quality, comes really nicely packaged, and offers beast mode performance. Again, a few reasons why you should buy or not buy this one. If you already own Lattafa Khamrah, and this feels super close to Khamrah, so you should not really spend your money on Roll Blend Nero. But if you don't already own Khamrah, and this sweet, spicy, holiday feeling scent profile sounds interesting to you, if you want something sweet with beastly performance and nice packaging and high quality, then you should check out Roll Blend Nero. Both fragrances get a love from me because I've been really enjoying them. And so guys, in today's video I showed you two fantastic offerings from Fragrance World and their sub-brand FA Paris, Roll Blend and Roll Blend Nero. I hope that you found this video interesting. If you did, give it a like, and I also hope that you're going to join me in the next one. And until then, stay safe and bye bye.